Imagine this. You spend years crafting the perfect social media empire. You're the internet's golden boy, jumping from country to country, making people smile and packing life-changing wisdom into just 1 minute. Your brand? Positivity? Your message? Hope? Your audience? Millions of devoted fans hanging on to every word, and then, bam! The internet flips the script. Suddenly, you're not a hero anymore. You're a villain, a fraud. The same people who once worshipped you are now tearing you apart, one comment thread at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the spectacular downfall of Nas Daily. After years of controversy, Nas Daily finally decided to clear his name, but instead of redemption, what followed was an even bigger disaster. The video wasn't met with sympathy, it was met with outrage. Within hours, the dislike ratio skyrocketed and comments poured in, calling the video tone-deaf and a PR disaster. Many expected accountability. What they got instead was a masterclass in deflection.
I'm going to do the unthinkable. I'm going to discuss every controversy I've had on YouTube.
Rather than addressing the valid concerns of his critics, Nas spent a chunk of his response video reminding the audience how hardworking and successful he is, but the audience wasn't buying it. Instead of putting past controversies to rest, Nas's response video reignited the most damaging one, his alleged exploitation of the legendary Filipino tattoo artist Wang Od.
In the jungles of the Philippines, there is a woman who is 103 years old.
His response has been met with overwhelming backlash, a flood of dislikes, and countless content creators calling him out for dodging accountability. So what went wrong, and why does this feel like a pattern? Let's break it all down. Let's rewind to 2021. Nas Daily announced a masterclass featuring the legendary 106-year-old tattoo artist Wang Od. The course, advertised under his Nas Academy brand, was meant to teach traditional tattooing methods passed down for generations. Sounds amazing, right? Well, there was one problem. Wang Od's family denied ever giving permission for this course. Her grandniece, Gracia Palikas, publicly called it a scam, stating that Nas Daily had no legal rights to use her name or teach her craft. The internet exploded with anger. Critics accused Nas of exploiting indigenous culture for profit. Instead of handling the backlash with grace, Nas doubled down. He dismissed the claims, even posting a video of Wang Od signing a contract, seemingly to prove she had consented, but that only made things worse. Many felt he was using an elderly woman who doesn't speak English to defend himself. The damage was done. The masterclass was pulled, and his reputation took a major hit. But this wasn't just a one-time mistake. Over the years, Nas Daily has faced multiple accusations of exploiting local cultures, misleading narratives, and pushing oversimplified, feel-good content at the expense of deeper issues. Here are just a few examples. Nas once made a video about how much Filipinos love him, ignoring the massive backlash from the Wang Od controversy, and failing to acknowledge the voices of those who felt exploited. As a Palestinian himself, Nas has been accused of whitewashing complex issues. Many critics believe he oversimplifies the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, avoiding difficult conversations in favor of an ultra-optimistic narrative. Some creators have accused Nas of using Africa as a backdrop for inspiration porn, reducing real struggles to surface-level entertainment. The biggest problem with Nas Daily's response video was that it didn't feel like a response at all. It felt like a defense, a sales pitch for why people should continue supporting him despite the controversy. Here's where he went wrong: failure to apologize properly. Saying mistakes were made without taking direct responsibility isn't an apology, it's damage control. At one point, he even says, "Yes, I made mistakes, but let me tell you why I am still right." For many, this wasn't an apology, it was damage control. And instead of earning back trust, he just confirmed what his critics had been saying all along, that he struggles to take real responsibility.
The minute you have some sort of success, automatically the assumption is that you become the villain. I only made it once. It was about Kanye West 5 years ago, and I regret it.
The thing about building an empire on feel-good vibes is that once people stop feeling good about you, it's over. The internet is ruthless, and cancel culture doesn't play fair. Suddenly, Nas Daily wasn't the beloved storyteller anymore. He was a meme. His old videos got dissected, his inspirational messages rewatched with a new lens. Did he really just profit off someone's struggle? Wait, how much money is he making from these stories? The fan base that once adored him started seeing through the facade, and let's just say they weren't impressed. Then came the response video. Ah yes, the classic influencer damage control strategy. Sit in front of a camera, act deeply misunderstood, and hope people buy it. But when Nas Daily uploaded his response video, many expected a heartfelt apology and genuine accountability. Instead, they got 27 minutes of deflection, self-praise, and a complete failure to acknowledge the real concerns of his critics.
The name that was once respected by millions is now in the front page of controversies.
To say that Nas Daily has become one of the most hated content creators ever would be a gross understatement.
Why everyone hates Nas Daily.
Nas Daily, he went from racking up millions of views per video at his peak to struggling to hit 100,000 despite having 13 million subscribers.
I went from underdog to hero. With more than 15 million followers on YouTube, 22 on Facebook, 5 on Instagram, I've become a hero.
At this point, Nas Daily isn't just losing the trust of his audience, he's losing the respect of fellow creators. His video has been met with widespread criticism from YouTubers who once supported him. Many see his response as yet another example of his inability to engage with criticism in a meaningful way. Rather than reflecting and improving, he seems more interested in maintaining his brand image than actually making things right. This is a crucial moment for Nas because in the world of online content, reputation is everything. The problem isn't just this one video, it's a recurring issue. Over the years, Nas Daily has been involved in multiple controversies where his communication style has come across as dismissive, condescending, or outright arrogant. Whether it was his debate about Dubai, the backlash over his comments on Islam, or his controversial takes on world issues, there's a pattern here. Nas Daily often doubles down when criticized rather than reflecting and adjusting his approach. So what's next for Nas Daily? Can he recover from this backlash, or has he permanently damaged his credibility? At this point, the response to his video makes one thing very clear. People are no longer giving him the benefit of the doubt. The way forward would require genuine accountability, humility, and a real willingness to listen. But if history has taught us anything, it's that Nas Daily may not be ready to do that. Only time will tell if he can truly change, or if this is the beginning of his downfall. If you enjoyed this video about the downfall of Nas Daily, click here to uncover the untold truth about Sambucha.